Hey, what is up, my fearless networking friend? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back to another episode today. And the title of today's post is what? The cheater's way to becoming better at attraction marketing on Facebook or, quite frankly, social media. I know that may not be the exact title, but the subject matter today is how to shortcut your way to being a better marketer. What's interesting is the term attraction marketing. I don't know exactly who coined the term, but it became very popular probably in the, I don't even know, a while ago on the internet. And quite frankly, the truth is, marketing is attracting people, right? So we could probably just get rid of the word attraction marketing, because everything that, if we look at a textbook definition of marketing, it's essentially everything that you do or a company does from start to finish to sell a good or service. So it's all the things that are involved in that. So we can just get rid of the word attraction, but that seems to be a popular term where we use the term attraction marketing, even though it's just simply marketing. So let's just talk about that for a second. And of course, everybody is looking for a shortcut. They're looking for a faster way, an easier route. How do I understand how to be a better marketer, a better attraction marketer, if you like that term better, on Facebook? And again, it can work for Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, any other social media thing that you might be on. And it's actually really easy, okay? It's very, very simple, okay? So I'm gonna give it to you. This is not gonna be a very long episode, but I think it's important you pay attention to this. And then I think probably next week I'm gonna come back and do maybe another more detailed episode on just general marketing and how to improve your marketing skills. Because I think it's kind of interesting in network marketing specifically, people focus on the networking, but very few people, if we look at the numbers, are actually truly good at marketing. And you need to study marketing. You need to be a student of the game in order to be good at whatever that thing is that you want to get good at, in this case, marketing. So one simple way, and I would say this is like the shortcut cheater's way. We're really not cheating. It's just the term that I use to get you to click. It was a clickbait. No, it's not clickbait because it's true. This is kind of the super shortcut way of improving your marketing skills. And it has everything to do with observation. It has everything to do with you being a voyeur, right? Watching, paying attention, looking at other people, because you can learn so much from watching other people do their stuff, right? If you look, for example, if you're scrolling through your Facebook news feed, the metaverse or the meta news feed, I guess it'll soon become, then you can pick up on things, because you can look at a post and you can see, like yesterday, for example, I was on a guy's wall and he posted something, and he literally had, and it had been a couple of days since that post was on his page. I looked at how many friends he has. Didn't have a lot of friends, but he had over 1,000 people that he's connected with on Facebook. And he literally had 0 likes, 0 comments, and 0 shares, like literally 0 engagement, okay? So looking at that, like if you were looking at that post, like, okay, well, should I try to replicate that? Should I try to copy that? Should I try to use that in my cheat sheet and have that be well, I think you could probably learn from that. You could learn what not to do, right? So you can learn what to do and you can learn what not to do. Many of you, if you plugged into me for any period of time, I've used this definition of success umpteen times. It's not the only definition of success, but success is repeating what works and deleting what doesn't. Repeat what works, delete what doesn't. If you do something, do it over and over again. If it doesn't work, you're like, okay, let me modify this, change this, adjust it, or simply not do it ever again. So when you're on social media, again, it's all about observation, but it's more than just observation. It's you taking action on the observation, you even taking note or taking screenshots. For example, you're scrolling through Facebook and you see a post and it's got 500 likes and 87 shares and, hundreds of comments. Might be a good idea. Maybe you even commented on it. Maybe you even liked it. Maybe you even shared it. Might be a good idea, instead of just coming in there and giving your feedback going, hey, that's really cool, dude, that you look at the post and you're like, well, what was it about that post that caused so much engagement? What elements were in there? Why did you engage? What made you comment, or what made you share? So this is very simple stuff, you guys, but it takes your eyes, it takes being present, it takes paying attention. And so same thing with like any of these things. Like you look at somebody's Instagram, maybe it's their Instagram profile or it's a single Instagram post. And all of a sudden that post got so much engagement. Well, look at it. Why did they get so much engagement? You don't have to be an expert to kind of scope it out. Maybe you're not going to pick up on everything or understand the whole psychology behind it, but it's a whole lot different like using Facebook, like in a consumption mode, right? Like most people are in consumption mode when they're on Facebook. They're consuming information, they're consuming data. It's like I'm just just scrolling through versus, okay, how can I use my scroll time to be productive? Well, you can use your scroll time to be productive by paying attention to what other people are doing that's working. So if you look at somebody's wall and they've got really engaged posts, I would look at the number of followers they have or the number of friends that they have, or it might be just the fact that they have big numbers, but quite frankly, this guy that I was just referencing who had easily over 1,000 people and the post had been sitting there for a couple days and nobody had liked, commented, or shared on it. Well, that's a pretty good sign that nobody liked that post. And I looked at the post and honestly, I wouldn't have commented on it either. So there's so much that you can learn, again, by looking. But I would say when you're scrolling through stuff, I'm not going to teach you the tech, you can figure that. You can go to Google to figure this out. You can figure out how to screenshot something if you don't know how to do it. You can screenshot it on your mobile phone. That's pretty easy to do. You can screenshot it on your desktop. You see a post that gets a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of shares, a lot of engagement. And you can start to create, and I'll mention this again next week, a swipe file. I've been teaching this is not something that I invented, the concept of swipe filing, but in some of my coaching programs, we've been talking about this concept of becoming a better attraction marketer, becoming a better marketer through the concept of observation. And then not only observation, but paying attention to writing notes down. What were the elements of that's first maybe stopped your scroll? Was it the quality of the video? If it was a video, was it the image? Was it the headline? Was it the words? What stopped you dead in your tracks that made you, holy smokes, I got to comment, I got to read that. Or maybe somebody wrote this really lengthy post. Was it creativity? Was it funny? Was it dramatic? Obviously, we all know that drama sells. But all of these things anybody here can do. This is not rocket science, right? This is the quick cheater's way. It's not really even cheating. It's just, looking what other people do. People do this all the time. But I do think, again, it requires a degree of mental presence. And I think sometimes people get just, they just go through and it's like, it's right there in front of them, but then they don't even see it. And so there's a phrase that I learned a long time ago: the eyes cannot see the things that they're not trained to see. And so if you're not trained to look for this stuff, then you're just, you'll see it, but you're not going to recognize it. You're not going to, it'll be right in front of your eyes and you might scroll right past it, but it goes in front of my eyes. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Look at the engagement on this post. Why is this post, it's not even a sponsored post, it's not somebody that somebody's paying for. Why are they getting so much engagement? Why are there so many likes, comments, and shares? I'm going to read it. I'm going to look at it. I'll watch the video. I'll watch the live, and I'll take notes on it. And especially if they're getting a lot of engagement in a Facebook Live, what are the things, for example, if we're talking about a Facebook Live, what are the things that they're saying or doing in the middle of the Facebook Live that's causing all of are they asking for additional engagement, or is the engagement just natural? These are little things that you can pick up on. You don't have to go buy some expensive course on becoming the social media marketing, attraction marketing guru. I'm sure I'm not devaluing courses on that. I've produced social media courses in the past, and there's certainly value to it because you've got access to it, and it's typically in a step-by-step type of format or something like that. But there's so much that you can learn simply by observation. And then the last thing, again, is the application of it that's going to make the difference. It's one thing to be soaking in information, but then the second thing is, what am I going to do with the information that I just got from this post, the thing that I just learned from it? How can I then tweak it and apply it into my business? And again, this is not just Facebook or Meta or whatever the heck they're calling it, or they're about to call it. This is any social media or anything for that matter. So observation is absolutely huge, and I would really encourage you to come back next week as well, because I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth on this concept of just becoming a better marketer and some areas that you can focus on and some ideas for you to just improve your marketing skills, because everything that you do from a marketing standpoint is drawing people to you. It's attracting people to you. So we can call it marketing, we can call it attraction marketing, whatever you want. But this is the simple cheater's way to just get better at it by looking at other people's stuff. And the other thing is, if you're looking at somebody's, let's say for example, you look at somebody's wall and they've got, I don't know what I've got. I've like whatever, 5,000 friends, 27,000 followers on my personal account. I've got a lot of people that see my stuff, but sometimes I do posts and they're not that engaging. And they're, I don't know if I'm being, shadow banned or not, but if I put a post up and that post isn't really getting a lot of engagement, I'll delete the post. It doesn't have to be there forever. Sometimes I do posts and the post will be there for a little bit and it's served its purpose and then I get rid of it. And I'm personally of the opinion that just because I put something on social media, it does not need to be there forever. I mean, there's certainly a lot of things that are there, but there's other things that are just timely and then, okay, that's run its course, I'm good, delete. So observation, being a voyeur, paying attention, looking for, TikToks that get millions of views, or Instagram profiles. What's up with this Instagram profile, or what's up with this Instagram post, or man, this guy on LinkedIn, like this last post got so much engagement and so many people commenting on it. What is it about that caused people to, stop and comment and look? And again, if people are stopping their scroll, if they're liking, if they're commenting, if they're sharing your stuff, that means you have engagement. You're stopping people in the midst of all this crazy insanity and busyness and all the things that distract people, and you stop them long enough to look at your stuff, and then they're going to look at you and they're going to pay attention to you. So it's creating opportunities for you to, market whatever it is that you sell, whatever opportunity, whatever products and services that you might bring out into the marketplace. So, simple, not hard, easy. Isn't that beautiful? It's cheater's way. So anyhow, I don't know where you're at, maybe on YouTube. What's up, YouTubers? If you're on my podcast, listen to me on audio, beautiful as well. All the details of this episode and many other things are right here at toddfalcone.com/episode 154. Again, TODDFALCONE.com/episode 154. Have an amazing day. We'll see you next time.